Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar. We are excited to feature the latest cloud options for Sage construction customers. Our presenters today are Jeremiah McNicholas from Sage Software and Bob Hollander from Swizznet. Just a few notes before we get started. Everyone is muted for a clean listening experience. If you have questions, please type them into the questions box and we will do our best to address them at the end of the session. For the best visual experience, please maximize your screen. This webinar is being recorded and the link will be emailed out to everyone later on today. I will now turn it over to you, Jeremiah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Krista. And good morning, everyone. I'm Jeremiah McNicholas, the Product Marketing Manager for Construction and Real Estate Solutions at Sage. And alongside Bob Hollander, the head of Swizznet, we're going to talk to you a little bit about your potential journey to the cloud. But first, we're going to take a stop here and talk a little bit about what's happened in the world and why this journey to the cloud is just so critical for business today. So, the world's rapidly changing. The events of the last year and a half have really been a catalyst for accelerating the need to digitally evolve the business and provide your teams with access to anytime, anywhere access to business critical tools such as your Sage ERP solutions. Few benefits of looking at the cloud, and of course, the remote work's a big piece of that. Boosting that end user productivity, reducing some of your IT costs, and really providing a stronger security for your organization. Another thing we're seeing a lot of are these ransomware attacks and attacks across the board. And these aren't targeting just government agencies, big corporations anymore. These are going down to the mom and pops. Anyone with a bank account and internet access is susceptible to some of these cyber crimes. And so beefing up security is a huge piece of moving to the cloud and kind of improving your overall systems safety. Some key findings that we found from a recent survey. More than 56% of our customers aren't set up for remote work. Top attributes that our customers are looking for is these automatic backups, 99% uptime, just high uptime statistics, data recovery, and then the reputation of the provider that's offering the service. And we also recognize that many of you are using integrated solutions that integrate with your Sage products, and that those are critical to have hosted in the cloud as well to make a seamless move there. So all key components to what we've deemed our Sage CRE customer journeys here during the cloud. So you can see journey 1, 2, and 3 on your screen here. This is kind of what we have in mind for all of you if or when you decide to make that move. Journey 1, you'll see is really the status quo scenario there, right? It's a bit of a DIY. You can open your in-house servers up to the cloud. You can work with an unaccredited third party. You can do it yourself, right? Figure out how to host these things in the cloud. The route that gets more of a Sage stamp of approval, Sage accreditation in this case, is Journey 2, which we've recently introduced our Sage Partner Cloud program. Which Bob will speak to a bit more here in a moment. This is a hosted environment, subscription licensed product, and a bit of a SaaS-like experience with the migration to the cloud. You're going to save money on that hardware scenario, and then otherwise you're going to continue to use the same products that you know and love. Minimal, disruption to the business. You can take what you're using today and put it up in the cloud with all the benefits that come with that. Journey 3 is Sage Intacct Construction, which I hope many of you or all of you have heard about at this point. A cloud-native solution, industry-leading accounting platform that we've recently added construction-specific functionality to. This is software as a service and really a true cloud adoption in this case. In this case, you're not looking at any additional services in your day-to-day use. You're not looking at any hardware. It's a true software as a service experience. So One piece I'd like to mention, I actually jump back real quick. On our first journey, we have introduced a Gold Plus program that's also applicable to all our Sage Partner Cloud customers. And what you get with that Gold Plus program is access to our loyalty program, some free, Sage swag, great stuff there. Some special offers from Sage and Sage Partners. So you're entitled to a year of free estimating essential, and long list of partners on the website that are offering discounts on their integrated solutions. Also, just a tick up in what we could do for you in terms of support. You get everything you get with Gold, as well as access to an on-demand appointment scheduling tool for non-urgent, more complex needs. If you want to schedule out some time with a representative, we can work with you. An annual check-in, making sure everything's flowing smoothly on the data side for your Sage product. And then what we found has been a huge value to customers is just free access to all of our anytime learning content. So if you're onboarding someone new, or if you just need a refresher, there's a wealth of information here in that anytime learning content, on-demand videos, just to cover all areas of the product. So we're talking all about cloud. I want to talk just a little bit about some of the benefits you're going to see in a cloud deployment. You'll find these are kind of the 5 pillars that we've identified customers are really keen on: is proven disaster recovery, zero IT maintenance, optimized performance in the cloud. So if you're finding things are chugging along, you can get a little bit of a boost with the right setup in the cloud. Anytime, anywhere access, and then I'm going to stress this trusted security in the cloud. Really critical. If you're not aware of some of the things that are going on, or if you're not keen to how to protect your business from them, it's really important to trust the experts in getting your solution properly secured in the cloud. A couple of key benefits of the Sage Partner Cloud program before I hand this off to Bob to talk about it a little bit more. Helps you scale to meet your business needs. Again, no retraining required. It's the same products that you're using today with just the benefits of a cloud deployment. We've vetted our Sage Partner Cloud strategic hosting providers and given them an accreditation from Sage. So this is a very thorough process of reviewing the business, the overall cloud operations, and just soup to nuts everything that's presented there in the offering, and making sure that it meets our very rigorous standards. And then cost-effective cloud deployment, right? We've worked with these providers to ensure that they're doing right by our customers and providing high value and at an appropriate cost for the solution. So with that, I'm going to hand this off to Bob Hollander of Swizznet to talk about world-class software on world-class infrastructure. Bob, go ahead and take it away.
Great. Thanks, Jeremiah. Hello, everybody. Glad to be with you this morning. That's a great setup for really this next section that we're going to talk about. And everybody, I think we've just got 6 slides to give you an overview of what's going on with the Sage Partner Cloud solution that Swiznet's teamed up with Sage on. So right now, it's easy to see that there's a lot of energy around the move to the cloud, and lots of reasons to make the move to the cloud. The shift is definitely on. Lots of folks are moving to the cloud for all manner of services. The question is, how do you look at a Sage solution in the cloud? And Sage has worked diligently to show you the options, right? There's multiple journeys, and Swizznet is journey 2 on that description that Jeremiah gave. What we want to connect with you on today is, the benefits are really clear, but what slows people down is how do you make the change? It's the obstacles to making the change that you're likely facing. Hey, it sounds great, but how? For gosh sakes, how would we make the move to the cloud? We're not a cloud company. We're just trying to run our business, run our construction business. So folks want to do it. It's the how that makes it hard for a lot of companies, and that's what we have worked with Sage and Accredited to make an on-ramp to the cloud more readily accessible to companies of all sizes. And that's what the Sage Partner Cloud accreditation is all about. we've been working with Sage since 2014, and Swizznet has moved hundreds and hundreds of companies to the cloud with thousands upon thousands of users. So we are very experienced at that, but we've grown close to Sage and really tailored our solution and tailored our technology to make sure that it delivers the ultimate experience for you guys. So it's really a trust play, and that's what you have to have. You have to have trust in the technology that you're moving to, and then also to the vendor that's going to support that solution. So we're gonna talk about that. On this slide, you can see that we've gone through an extensive vetting process with Sage to make sure that we're delivering the qualities you need in a cloud. Okay, so let's make you comfortable that you're going to have a great experience when you take your Sage construction solution to the cloud. So working with Sage, we've agreed to, and we've enhanced our experience to make sure that you're getting a world-class experience. We were world-class before, but we've gone to the next level with a 99.95% uptime. That means we're up almost all the time, and we're just not down. We operate 7, I think it's now up to 8 different data centers. They're all SOC 2 compliant. And then we deliver on the user experience, which we're going to talk even more about with phone support, email support, a 20-minute response time to your questions and needs. And we hit that response time 95% of the time or better. You're on the phone with, or you're getting an email, or you're chatting with a Swizznet Sage trained expert to support your cloud instance, your cloud implementation. And then, as Jeremiah was highlighting, we deliver on all these elements that are important for your cloud experience. This is all we do. This is all Swizznet does. So we've invested in a lot of tremendous tech that a lot of organizations would struggle to invest in. So we've got enterprise-grade technology to make your cloud experience that much more secure, that much more reliable, and the end user experience that much more consistent, right? So all manner of great technology. We're in the Azure cloud, we're in the Google cloud. We operate private clouds with InterNAP. We operate, I feel it's the hottest storage platform, delivering the fastest response with Pure Storage. We've made an investment in arguably the finest firewall technology at Palo Alto. And trust me when I tell you, this is expensive technology. I'm president and CEO, and I have to prove these expenses. But it's a great investment we make so that our customers can count on a secure, consistent experience. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about this CrowdStrike. So quite a bit has gone on to make us this Sage partner crowd accredited provider. But let's jump to the next slide and try to make this more simple and help you understand that you can make the move to the cloud. You can do this, and it's not that difficult. And this journey too, there's some advantages to the journey too, because Jeremiah highlighted. We're journey 2 because there's less change. Okay, so if you hit the next build, you can see that the model is we take the same traditionally on-premise Sage software that you're used to using, Sage 100 construction, Sage 300 CRE, all related packages that go with that. We take that same accounting solution, and then on the next build, you'll see that we can make that Sage solution available in one of our Swizznet cloud centers. So click the button and you'll see that, hey, we just take that Sage software and we move it, instead of from on-prem at your business park, your headquarters, your data center, your data closet, depending on how you do it, we move it into an enterprise-grade Swizznet data center. In that data center, you'll see that on the next build, we've got special remote desktop software that delivers on an enhanced performance, so that you've got kind of the Swiznet's secret sauce that's going to ensure that all these remote devices that you see out there are going to have a great experience. So on the next build, you can see that all these remote devices get special software that then talks to the cloud and delivers this high performance experience. And as a result, once you move to the cloud, now all of your knowledge workers are going to be on the cloud and have 24/7 year-round access from any device anywhere that they want to have access. So this, what you're seeing on this slide, that is a Sage certified partner cloud strategy that's going to deliver a consistent high-end experience for you. So once you make that move from Sage on-premise to Sage into the cloud, you unlock all these benefits. On the next slide, you can see that here's really what happens. It's going to be that same Sage software. Oh, back up one if you would for me, thanks. It's that same Sage software if you're running it before, or if you're looking at 100C or 300 CRE, it's going to be that software that you can make available in the cloud. So it's that world-class software now on world-class infrastructure. We monitor it 24/7. We do all your backups. We've got disaster recovery options. Our data centers are SOC 2 compliant. We have PCI options. We have HIPAA options. And here's more news. We can migrate you in a matter of days. Okay, and then once you're there, you get this 24/7 support. So here's what this new Sage Partner Cloud solution delivers to you. You can move to the cloud. You can see it in the cloud before you buy it. You can experience it in the cloud before you buy it, and you can trust that it's going to work. So Swizznet and Sage and Accredited have made it more easy for you to get over the obstacles of considering a move to the cloud and then making a move to the cloud. All right, with that, I want to call out something that a lot of folks sometimes forget, and others they don't, because it's one of their obstacles to moving to the cloud. Once you're in the cloud, you need a solution that's going to be supported and you can count on, because now your users are relying on that cloud provider to make sure that they've got access, they can get in, the solution's performing. So as cool as our technology is, and boy do we have cool technology with all these data centers, we back it up with our obsessive client support model. And having an obsessive client support model should give you the confidence, can give you the confidence that you can make the move and know that your end users, the accounting person, the job site manager that needs to log in, they're going to have a good experience. And if ever there's a question or there's trouble, there's a 24/7 support team with with our obsessive model and our net promoter score that says you can count on getting support of the solution. So I'll summarize that real quick. Great technology, it's really cool, it's important, but paired with great support, that makes your move to the cloud possible and productive for your end users. If you're not familiar with Net Promoter, it's really the gold standard of customer experience. It's how many customers would recommend, basically asking a simple question, how many of you would recommend Swizznet to colleagues or coworkers in the industry? And we've got a tremendous rating, and here are a couple of quotes on that. Okay, with that, last slide from Swizznet, we want to highlight that a lot of our customers, a lot of you are up against it now when it comes to cybersecurity. We've gone the extra step to add a threat hunting technology called CrowdStrike. And I was just at an industry event, and they identified CrowdStrike as the premier technology to add to your security stack. We've got it. It runs on every single one of the servers at Swizznet, and it is stopping hacks on our customers on a near weekly basis. I'm sorry to report, and I'm glad to report that customers are attacked on a weekly basis, can be attacked on a weekly basis, but we've got this additional technology that observes what's going on your cloud instance, looks for suspicious behavior, and stops it dead in its tracks. And here's a little note. Back in July, we stopped a hack on a construction company. Somebody had stolen credentials. by the way, folks, 90% of hacks start with stolen credentials. So they're actually, phishing and getting your credentials, which basically are the keys into your environment. So we've got extra technology that, hey, yeah, you're logged in, but we don't like what you're doing. We're going to stop you dead in your tracks, find out what's going on, and quarantine and clean any kind of environment. So that's really important. We've had quite a few customers benefit from it. So with that, that's the summary. We've lowered the barriers to considering and moving to the cloud. You can engage with Swizznet and you can get a demo. You can actually see the Sage software run in the cloud. We can trial it. And by the way, that's what we want. We always want our clients to experience it before they're committed to making a move. That's all available. And you'll get this new enhanced security wrapper when you make the move to the cloud. So with that, I'll turn it back to Jeremiah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Bob. And I'm going to jump here into what we deem Journey 3 on our breakout of journeys at the top of the call. And this is a migration to Sage Intacct Construction. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with Sage Intacct Construction and some of the history behind the product, Sage 300 Construction Real Estate was formerly Timberline, acquired by Sage, and the minds behind the Sage 300 Construction Real Estate product and the Sage 100 Contractor product have combined with the cutting edge tools found in Sage Intacct to really form a Sage Intacct Construction product. So we look at this as the expertise, the experience, and just the longevity in the construction space, delivering solutions that drive the dollar for construction businesses, and combining that with a best-in-class cloud-native accounting solution for a really best-in-class overall construction accounting product. Our tagline here: Sage Intacct Construction is the only cloud-native financial management solution for construction companies, offers both power of choice and best-of-breed operational solutions. So we're delivering cloud-native solution, proven financial management with the cutting-edge, best-of-breed Sage Intacct product, and then partnering for breadth across all of the construction companies' operational needs and other areas of the business. So really delivering on the best construction accounting product you can get in the cloud that integrates with everything else you need to do outside of the financial function. So again, native cloud solution, just diving into what that really means, right? So Bob's talked about the hosting environment and considerations for migrating an on-premises deployed product into the cloud. With a cloud native solution, it's inherently in the cloud, access through a web browser, always up to date, no update costs, installation, version control, anything. So it's really a zero maintenance from an IT perspective. It's log in through the web and it just works. Accessible over the internet, no additional setup, and not priced based on deployment choices or resource usage, right? So it's a predictable fixed cost for the overall product that you're never going to have a sudden hardware need or some sort of adjustment in your pricing based on excessive use or anything like that. Proven financial management. So again, just looking at the Intacct product and its history and really success as a accounting solution, horizontal accounting solution in the market. We are recognized by the AICPA as best in breed product for accounting. AICPA wrote the book on accounting, right? The organization for CPA folks, and all our systems, reviewed by them, and Sage Intacct is the only solution that they've identified as a preferred product for the accounting function. Other recognition we've seen as well, G2 has recognized us consistently quarter over quarter, year over year, as a leader in the space in terms of satisfaction, product direction, and net promoter score, which was a piece that Bob had touched on previously. So for quite some time, and 2,000 plus independent reviews. I don't know how recently we updated that number. I'm sure it continues to tick up every day. A lot of positivity around the product. We'd like to share some of that positivity with you. And then Sage Intacct received the highest score in core financials for lower mid-sized enterprise use from Gartner on that one. And then finally, the best of breed integrations. So we understand, how critical integrated products are to your day-to-day use of these solutions, and that's demonstrated through the Sage Intacct marketplace. So if you've got some interest, you've got some time, take a look at marketplace.intacct.com. You can get a sense for all the integrated products that have worked with us, and we host on that page. You get a sense for what's available in terms of integration with Intacct Construction. And this list continues to grow constantly. We're constantly working with new partners to help integrate new solutions to help deliver a stellar experience for our customers. And with that, I think we have a few minutes for Q&A. I'm just going to quickly plug our cloud survey. If you could take the trip out to sage.com/us/cloud survey and fill that out for us. Just helps us get a better sense of where you're at on this journey and how we could best serve your needs. So help us help you by giving us just a little feedback in that cloud survey. You're likely already engaged with your business partner or coordinate, but if you need some help getting in touch, maybe lost a contact or what have you, don't be afraid to reach out to CRE sales at sage.com and sales@swizznet.com if you have more questions specific to the Swizznet products. So with that, open it up for Q&A. Krista, do we have any burning questions on the line?
No questions so far. If you do have them, type them into the questions box. We have a few minutes.
Don't be shy, gang.
Hey, Jeremiah, sometimes folks ask what hosting costs. So I'll just, I didn't mention, but it can be very economical compared to trying to run your own server farms. Swizznet has customers that are paying, $200 a month to $15,000 a month for really big installs. And our average client's probably around $650 a month for 8 users. So it's not hosting. You probably would be surprised how economical hosting can be. And once you combine it with a Sage subscription, the Sage subscription model, boy, we're seeing customers really benefit from both cloud technology and then that cloud consumption model, consuming Sage on a consumption basis and consuming Swizznet Cloud on a consumption basis. So it can be very economical for folks.
Yeah, and the value there is incredible, right? You couldn't recreate what Swizznet's doing on your own at that price point. I mean, if you tried real hard, right? Even if you were the experts yourselves. So quite a lot of value there. I cut above, in my opinion, what they're delivering there at Swizznet. And then Bob mentioned that subscription model too, which gives you better flexibility in terms of adding and dropping user licenses, modules, allows for monthly payment options. So it just kind of provides for a much more flexible experience with your Sage solution. So a lot of real value and benefit there.
That's probably the top thing happening right now. We onboard new clients every week. And the motion we're seeing is a lot are moving from on-prem perpetual licenses. They're moving to a subscription license and then moving to hosting on a subscription model. So it's kind of a double move, and they really gain with flexibility in a consumption model that just tailors to their business. So that's probably the hottest thing we're seeing right in the market right now. People going to subscription model and going to hosting simultaneously.
Yeah, really delivers.
Okay, we have a couple of questions.
All right.
So first question is, does this cover Sage estimating?
This does cover Sage estimating. Specifically, I imagine we're talking about Sage Partner Cloud. We are working through integration with Sage Estimating to Sage Intacct Construction. That is on the roadmap. But in terms of Sage Partner Cloud, that is available in a hosted environment with Swizznet. And Bob, do you have anything to add to that?
Do it all the time. Yeah, that's
awesome.
A good one.
Love it.
Great technology.
Okay, and then the next question is, what percentage of clients would you say go to Sage 300 on the cloud versus Intacct?
It's a good question. Percentage-wise, it'd be hard to put a number on that. I think we've seen a pretty even spread in terms of split between Sage Partner Cloud and Sage Intacct thus far. Really comes down to specific business needs. Whether Sage Intacct Construction's the right move for your business is going to be whether or not you're prepared for adopting a new solution, right? So some of our customers are ready for a change and can handle a little bit of disruption to the business to get there. Others aren't willing to make that jump. So I'd say it's a pretty even split.
Okay, the next question is this compatible or able to utilize Office Connector?
Office Connector is able to be hosted in the cloud with Swizznet. Bob, anything to add there? Yep. Yeah, and just I'd say insert here, right? The majority, anything with any of our integrated solutions, we've identified that as a key need for migration to the cloud, and made sure that all that functionality works.
Yeah, we've been at it since 2014, so we've seen almost every implementation you can imagine, and we will, working with your Accredited team, we'll make sure that all your integrations, all your application integrations are supported, and that's just a gotta have. So we understand that.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. That is all the time we have today for questions. If we didn't get to your question, we will reach out to you personally to make sure we answer them and help you in any way we can. So thank you, everyone, for attending. Again, the recording will be sent out to you later today. Feel free to share with anybody, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, bye.